Oh, hey guys, we are here, day three. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you because it's 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 1 January, 1 2025, 1 January 2025. So Happy New Year to all of you. If anyone's here, maybe no idea. Hmm. So where was we? And yeah, first of all, before we start, I want to let you know that I was thinking, and then I got an point on that I am not only learning game development, okay? I will also learn coding and other stuffs too, like so many stuffs. I have so many stuffs in my mind to learn. And then I was planning my timetable, not a timetable, I was just managing my time. Then I thought that if I have to manage everything, then I can't give any one particular skills per 1 to 2 hour a day. So instead of that, I thought I will manage it and I will make a routine and then learn each skills per day. Okay, so instead of learning one skill per day, I will learn several skill day by day. I hope you understand. So also because of that, my series of day 1, 2, 3 of game development, learning game development will be converted to just day 1, 2, 3, 4 of learning. I will just remove the game development and instead of adding game development, I will add whatever I'm learning that day, and the day will continue just like the rest to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So that's it. That was the reminder. From today, I'm still using day four of no, sorry, it's day three of learning game development. But from tomorrow I will start doing that because I have college, have so many things to learn in college too, and I want to learn Blender too. I want to learn Unity. I want to be a game developer. I want to learn coding languages. I want to learn DSA and many more skills. I want to learn full stack development. So every one of that will be on the channel, I guess, because all the thing of a tech field will be. I will just upload everything that I learn from, like not from. I will learn of the tech field, like whatever that is related to tech field, I will learn and then upload, not upload, do a live stream of me learning that. So might help anyone, but it will help me the most. That's why I'm doing it. So today I will still learn Unity, but oh bro, uh, today's night was having party and fun. So because of that, I'm fucking tired. I was sleeping, that's why it's kinda late. So yeah, let's start our day. Not day, whatever you say. Unity. First of all, we open Unity, and then Brave, then YouTube. Then this is the video, but I will no, not this. Um, Never mind. Mm, uh,
If you want to make a video game,
Episode 7.
since the last video, a lot of you guys
First of all, you know what I want to do? I want to edit the level a bit because I was playing my level, and it's kind of hard because the movement and all the things are just too sketchy. Not sketchy, but it's not much in control in my hand. It start and then after some time it's get too fast. So it get too fast and the left right keys, left right movement is kind of weird too. Not weird, it's a smooth, but it's a smooth but not in control that much. So I have to change the level, I guess. So if I change the level, then it will be fine, I guess, because it's fucking hard to control right now. Even I can't control it. I know the level, but still I can't control it. So this is it. Here, one here. Let's skip this one. Scale of 4. Let's make it this here and give a scale of 5. 6 here and here it's R, then here and here. Let's do this. No, no, no. The fuck? Is disconnected again? Am I still streaming or my stream is cut? Wait, wait, guys. Let me check. Let me check. Still streaming or my stream is cut? I'm still streaming. I was like fucking scared. What happened? That's it. No, 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 no. Don't delete. That's it. This is the level I made right now. Come here, baby. Fuck, it got fucking mixed up. It love me out of here. Okay, now 1 year. Okay, done, I guess. The easy level. Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, it's easy, but movement is hard. Let me. Where's the movement? Where's the fucking movement? There. Sideways force. Oh, oh, this falls. It falls at the end. I can do it. 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 Never mind. Eh, eh, Oh, bro, because of that sit, I fall every time. Ah, I, I. Oh, 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 okay, I got it. I got it. I didn't touch that, but I still got it. But let's try one time. If I touch that, good. If I didn't, never mind. Forget about touching that. I didn't even cross the level. Okay. Okay, I didn't. I wasn't using fog. Now I will use fog. One more time, it's fun to play our own game. Go, here we go. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's more hard in this fog. I can't see. Even though I played it several times, but I still don't see what's coming. Okay, GG boys. I wanna fix that. I wanna fix that. The movement get too fast. Get too freaking fast. The player got the momentum, and the speed increases because it's multiplying, and because of that, it's get fucking fast. That's why it's not colliding with that box I give at the end. But let's see what break I will do now. Where's my guy? Let's remove this, now let's go.
Asked me how you can create some kind of score for the game. So that's what we're going to be making today. It also gives us the chance to play around with some Unity UI. Exciting stuff, let's get started. So let's begin by getting a bit more organized. First off, let's create a folder for all of our scripts. Let's name it scripts. We'll place our follow player, player collision, and player movement in there. Let's also make one for our materials. Again, we'll call this one materials, and drag our obstacle mat and player mat in there. I think we can just leave the rest here. Let's then correct something that's been annoying me since the last video, and that is the collision detection. Sometimes it happens that our player actually passes through one of the obstacles.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I was I was just talking about that it collides. It didn't collide with the object and it passes through that. Now he will fix that. Bro, bro is genius. Bro knew what I am getting the problem into. Bro knew it, and then bro fixing it. Wow. And first he organized that, and I have to organize it too. Why the heck I have 3 material and he had 2? Okay, he didn't change the color of ground, and I have to. Material. The spelling is wrong, but who the fuck cares? Na 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 SCRIPT. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay, okay.
It's something that you guys have also noticed in the comments.
Not in comments, I noticed in the work.
To get more accurate physics detection, we can select our obstacles and choose continuous under collision detection. We'll do the same thing to our player. We'll also go under edit.
Wait. What?
Under collision detection. Physics detection, we can select our obstacles and choose continuous under.
Okay, I didn't made a single that thing. I have to manually do to every single thing. Yeah. And where is that?
Under collision detection.
Collision detection. And I don't have collision detection. Wow.
We'll do the same thing to our.
No, it's on rigid body. I'm taking in. Hey, wait a second. Why the heck I don't have rigid body in my obstacle? Oh my god.
Player and choose continue in the comments. To get more accurate physics detection, we can select our obstacles and choose continuous under.
Wait. How can I select all? Okay, I can do it. Okay, good. Add component, rigid body, collision detection, continuous.
Under collision detection. We'll do the same thing to.
Okay, now everyone is Continuous. Hey, player. Continuous.
Our player. We'll also go under Edit, Project Settings, Time, and decrease our fixed time step. I'll just set it to 0.
Edit. Huh? Where is time?
Edit, Project Settings.
Oh, project settings. Sorry, my bad. And now open this set. Okay, here is time. Eh? What? What the fuck is? Hey, bro. Bro, I wanna change the time. How can I? Fixed time step, maximum allowed time step, time scale. Oh, here. I have to scroll. I have to fucking scroll. That time. Okay, time is changed.
Time and decrease our fixed time step. I'll just set it to 0.01. This means that Unity will more frequently update our physics, and therefore the chance of missing a collision is reduced. This also means that we'll probably have to select our player and increase the forward force a little bit. I'll just set it to something like 8,000, and I played around with it and found that a sideways force of about 120.
Wait, let me first do that. Mine is very, very, very odd from that one. 8,120. Where is player? 8,120. And you know what? Mine will go fucking fast. Okay, let's see why. 3, 2, 1, go. See. It's freaking fast. Mine is going too fast. You see it. You see it. Don't look at this. You look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. How fast it will go. Zoom. 3, 3, 2, 1. Zoom. No, wait. It will go that fast. Huh? Nah, bro. I'm good with. I'm good with that. I'm good with 4,000. Ooh. It's hard, bro. It's hard. My own game is fucking
It
hard.
felt pretty good. So now when we hit play, everything should look and feel pretty much the same way, but it just feels a lot nicer. And
He's losing too. Even his level is very, very, very easy from me. But still he's losing. That means I'm not a bad gamer. It's just that this game is hard.
the collisions are going to be much better. I'm also just going to fix my OCD by setting our player to a Y position of exactly 1. Alright, so let's get started with our UI
We didn't had one? I already had one.
piece. Creating UI in Unity is pretty much the same thing as creating anything else. We go to the hierarchy, we right click, we go under UI now, and we can select text. This creates a canvas. A canvas is a place to display all of our different UI elements, and a text object, which of course allows us to configure our text. But we can't currently see it anywhere. To have a good look at it, let's switch to 2D mode, let's select our text and hit F. Let's also zoom out a bit so we can see our entire canvas. Notice that the canvas will resize to fit the size of our game view. This is basically the screen that we can paint stuff on. For a text object here, I'm just going to move it up and put it kind of in the upper center. I'm also going to change our text alignment to center on both the horizontal and the vertical. You can also see that we can size up our text, and if we hold down Alt, we will size from the center. However, it doesn't actually change the font size, it just changes the boundaries of our text. So in order to actually scale up our text, we'll have to increase the font size over here. Just make sure you make plenty of room for the text so that if your player reaches a really high score, it's not going to clip. We can also set the horizontal overflow down here to overflow, which means that if it should reach one of the boundaries, it's just going to keep going. Something like this. Then let's change the text to something like 250 just to give ourselves an idea of what's going on. And I'm going to definitely also bump up the font size some more. Currently, when we resize our window, say if we maximize it, our text is kind of parented to the center. So text will always be a fixed distance from the center. This also means that it doesn't resize. And I kind of wanted to do that. So let's select our canvas and let's change the UI scale mode from constant pixel size, meaning that everything doesn't resize, to scale with screen size. And I wanted to kind of try and match the height. You can see now that if we maximize our game view, the font gets bigger as well. And I really like that. I'm also going to take the color of our text and make it completely white. I think that gives a pretty cool faded look. Finally, for the look of our text, I really hate Arial. It's kind of a passion. I mean, there's a lot of bad fonts out there, but please, anything but Arial. So I'm just going to go ahead and download another one. There are a lot of great font archives out there, Def Font, Google Font, and so on. I'm just going to go and open my browser. I'm going to search for Roboto. This is a font made by Google, and it's really nice, modern, and simple. I'm just going to select this font, click down here, and we can now download it as a zip file. So I'm just going to unzip that file by hitting extract all and extract. And now you can just select all of the different font versions and drag them directly into Unity. Voila! We'll also go ahead and create a separate folder for this called fonts and shift select all of them and drag them in there. And it's that easy. Now we can go under our text and change the font to whatever version of Roboto that we like. I'm just going to go with something like Roboto Thin. Actually, we might want to make the text black here just to make it more visible. So that kind of completes the look of our text, but it's still not updating. I mean, if we hit play, it's just going to be Roboto.
First, let's do
Something
this.
really just go down on kind of the canvas, all of it, and we can select text. This creates a canvas. A canvas is a place to display all
What the heck is this new thing? Why the heck Unity is so different? I have to do fix so many things by myself. Oof. Done. Can I close it? Where the heck is 2D mode now? Go here. 2D. Okay, here I go. Come here, baby, baby. Uh, Center. Middle. Okay, good. Okay, good. What is this? What is this? Got the text.
all of our different UI elements, and a text object, which of course allows us to configure our text. But we can't currently see it anywhere. To have a good look at it, let's switch to 2D mode, let's select our text and hit F. Let's also zoom out a bit so we can see our entire canvas. Notice that the canvas will resize to fit the size of our game view. This is basically the screen that we can paint stuff on. For a text object here, I'm just going to move it up and put it kind of in the upper center. I'm also going to change our text alignment to center on both the horizontal and the vertical. You can also see that we can size up our text, and if we hold down Alt, we will size from the center. However, it doesn't actually change the font size, it just changes the boundaries of our text. So in order to actually scale up our text, we'll have to increase the font size over here. Just make sure you make plenty.
Oh. What the heck is this thing? Do I have to keep it on this? Oh, okay.
Plenty of room for the text so that if your player reaches a really high score, it's not going to clip. We can also set the horizontal overflow down here to all.
Okay. And then I don't have that. Overflow over. It's already overflow. What if I do this? Yeah, I want to fucking edit it. It's not overflowing. It's selected on overflow, but I can't overflow it. What if I go like this? Now this will overflow like this. It has. This is good. I'll keep it like this. So if I summon like this, then it will go like this, and then it will go like this. Good.
Overflow, which means that if it should reach one of the boundaries, it's just going to keep going. Something like this. Then let's change the text to something like 250 just to give ourselves an idea of what's going on. And I'm going to definitely also bump up the font size some more.
500.
Currently, when we resize our window, say if we maximize it, our text is kind of
Yes, shit, this is
parented
fucking
to the
small.
center. So text will always be a fixed distance from the center. This also means that it doesn't resize. And I kind of wanted to do that. So let's select our canvas and let's change the UI scale mode from constant pixel size, meaning that everything doesn't resize, to scale with screen size. And I wanted to kind of try and match the height. You can see now that if we maximize
Canvas. Scale with the size. Now it's fucking small. I have to increase the size. Reduce the size. Font size. Increase MF. Oh, wow. Let's keep it 70. Go. This is good or this is good.
our gain view, the
Hello, Hitarth. So, what are you learning? Not gonna entertain your audience? Unity, I will join a bit later again. Brother, I have no audience to entertain. So, I'm just learning. If I had anyone, I might entertain, but right now I don't have any audience. So, it doesn't matter if I speak or not.
the font gets bigger as well. And I really like that. I'm also going to take the color of our text and make it completely white. I think that gives
Mine is already white. But I'm gonna change it to white is good.
a pretty cool faded look. Finally, for the look of our text, I really hate
Let's give it a faded look a bit. Yeah, this looks good.
Ariel. It's kind of a passion. I mean, there's a lot of bad fonts out there, but please, anything but Arial. So I'm just going to go ahead and download another one. There are a lot of great font archives out there, Dev Font, Google Font, and so on. I'm just going to go and open my browser. I'm going to search
Okay, you know what I'm going to font with? Hey, fucking download fast. Download, download, download. Good. La, 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 la.
for Robot. I'm just and create that easy. Now we can go under our text and change the font to whatever version of Robot.
Where the heck it go? Why I can't see font? Ah, ah, ah. Ah, I can't select my font. Okay, I will add it here.
Roboto that we like. We can go under our text and change the font to
I can't change it, bro. What the fuck is this shit? What is this RTL editor? Text style. Font asset is here. This is the fucking font. Then select just text. Just text. It's still the same. But, ah, what the fuck, bro? I wanted to change it to that. This looks good. Is the thing. Never mind. Minecraft. RIP Minecraft. This looks good. I mean, kinda good. Not as good as Minecraft.
Do whatever version of robot want to make the text black. I mean, if we also count up the score by time, but I think since this is about reaching as far as possible, it's pretty fun to measure distance. To do that, we go ahead and create a new script on our text object. I'm going to call it score and then create an ad. Let's double click it. And as always, we're just going to be removing
Oh my god, I'm sick. What the heck am I doing? It is here. For this. You can edit here. I can't edit here. I can see it. Remove all of this and add this and this. Okay, Pine
the
Brother,
to
where are
using
you?
tags up there and the start method. So in order to keep track of how far we reached into a level, we need a reference to our player because our player has a
Oh, I need to keep update file.
position, and we can use that to measure his distance traveled. It's the same as any other variable. We start with public, then the type. Here we could either write game object, and this gives us a lot of information about our player, but we only want the position, and therefore we're going to type transform instead. Because remember, the transform component is responsible for position, rotation, and scale. We're going to go ahead and write player as the name, and now in our update loop, we should be able to access player.position.z, and this is how many units
Public form player. Ah, player position B.
we've moved on the z-axis. Of course, we have to make sure that our player starts at a z of 0, but indeed he does. So if we just want to display the position of our player, here we can say debug.log and then insert player.position.z into the parentheses.
Debug log. Debug dot log.
Let's save this, go into Unity, select our text object and drag in our player. If we then switch to the console and hit
That's
Unity, select our text object and drag in our player. If we then switch
no, 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 no. Brother, player transform.
switch to the console and hit play, we should get a bunch
Okay, let's try. Let's try what happened. Did we get it? Yes, we get it. Mm.
Bunch of debug.log messages constantly saying the updated position of our player on the z-axis. Now all we need to do is transfer this value onto the UI element, and that's really easy to do as well. Just like we needed a reference from our score to the player, we also need a reference from our score to the text. So again, we'll go into Unity, and whenever we're dealing with UI elements, we actually need to include some more functions. So we'll go up here and say that we're going to be using Unity Engine dot UI. And this now allows us to write code for the user interface. We can then create another variable. This is also going to be public, and it's going to be of type text. And this is of course because the name of the component that is responsible for text is text. And so we make it of type text. And we can give this some fancy name. I'm just going to go with score text and close it with a semicolon. Then down here, instead of debug.logging our position, we'll say score text. And now we can access all of the different parts of our text. We can change the font size, we can change the color, and we can change the text itself. So score text.text allows us to change the text content. We can then set that equal to player.position.z. However, if we try and run this, it is going to throw an error. And we can actually already see it if we hover over this red part. It says cannot implicitly convert type float to string. So what's happening? Well, our position on the z-axis is a float number. Remember, float is one of the basic data types. And whenever we want to set our text equal to something, it requires a string. A string is also one of the fundamental data types, and it's what we use to store text in. So we need to convert this number into text. To do that, we simply write dot at the end here, and then to string. And we need to follow that with 2 parentheses. It's a bit weird that we have to do this. I mean, it's still going to be a number, but now it's going to be a number inside of a string. And that's the difference there. For now, just write after me. So if we save this, hit
Okay, never mind. Whatever you do, God. Using Unity Engine dot UI. Using Unity Engine UI. No, UI. Now we got a macro variable. No, not here, not here, here. Public text, code text, code text, player position C. Code text dot player. No. Code text. Text is equal to player. Player's position. Player's position is B. And then convert Z to string.
number inside of a string. We need to, of course, reference our score. For now, just write after me. So if we save this, head back into Unity, we need to, of course, reference our score text. So we'll drag in our text component and hit play, and we can now see the
Ah, I can't add it here. What the fuck?
UI updating score text. So we'll drag in our text component.
That's the fucking updated. What the heck is this? I don't want to look. Now, what should I do? I can't drag it here. Isn't there any text, UI, image text, raw image? There is no raw text. Motherfucker. I'm going to restart everything on the start.
Elements, it anyway. It's also specified to move to text. I increase really high score. It's not going to. It should reach one of the boundaries. It's just going to keep going. Something like this. Then let's change the text to something like 200 and some more. And it to the size. Constant pixel size, meaning that to do that. So let's select our canvas and let's change the UI scale mode from constant pixel size, meaning that everything doesn't resize, to scale with screen size. And I want it to kind of try and match the height. You can see now that if we maximize our gain view, the font gets bigger as well. And I really like that. I'm also going to take the color of our text and make it completely white. I think that gives a pretty cool faded look. Finally, for the look of our text, I really hate Arial. It's kind of a passion. I mean, there's a lot of bad fonts out there, but please, anything but Arial. So I'm just going to go ahead and download another one. There are a lot of great font archives out there. Def Font, Google
Oof.
Font, and so on. I'm just going to go and open my browser. I'm going to search for Roboto. This is a font made by Google, and it's really nice, modern, and simple. I'm just going to select this font, click down here, and we can now download it as a zip file. So I'm just going to unzip that file by hitting extract all and extract. And now you can just select all of the different font versions and drag them directly into Unity. Voila! We'll in there, Roboto, the text black. I mean, if we also click font to score, and it there, and the start method. So in order to keep track of
Let's copy all that. Cut it. Purple it. With text.
how far that type all players know to do to the text. So again,
Will work. It will fucking work. Yes, it is working, and I'm dumb.
Again, we'll go into Unity, and whenever we're dealing with UI elements, we actually create a score to going counting on and also to this that's updating. However, here, only method actually allows us to do that really easily. There's no reason for us to have decimal places in here, only whole numbers. To do that, we
I will convert it to int.
simply need to format our text.
So we gotta convert it to
And the
int.
toString method actually allows us to do that really easily. All we need to do is go in here and in quotation marks write a 0. If we save that now, go into Unity and hit play, we should see
Never
that
mind.
it displays
So we gotta go here. 0. And save. And why it's giving an error? Argument one cannot convert int to system formatic motherfucker. Where the heck I'm using int? Ah, ah. Brother, I'm gonna get the error for real. What's the difference? What's the difference between his code and mine code? Using unity.ui, public score, mono behavior, bracket open, public transform player, public text score, void update, score text is equal to player dot position dot c dot fucking string. Oh, and I am fucking dumbass. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Now I will go here and make it 0. No, I will make it start. Now start. If I click on start, it will go like zoom, 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 zoom. Stop.
If we save that now, go into Unity and hit play, we should see that it displays our distance in meters, but only in whole numbers. Much better. And we can see how cool that looks in full screen. If you think something about your text doesn't look super crisp, you can select the canvas and choose pixel perfect. This sometimes can make the UI render a lot sharper.
Okay, I might do that. Pixel perfect. Connect it. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you, Unity, for doing that. Now it's good. Start. Zoom. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's fast. It's fast. It's fucking fast. It's fucking fast. It's fast. Ahem. No, fucking fast, bro. You the fuck stop. Stop moving that fast. Am I just noob? No, this fucking block is too heavy. No, too light and too close. Mm, Never mind. I did it. I did it early. And here we go. Here we go in the void. In the fucking void. And our score is increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing. Let's see how long it will go. I go. Let's see. Let's see how long it will go. How far it can go. Nah, man, it will go infinity. I know.
That's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a future episode. Also, because of my traveling, I had
Okay, brother. Love you, my guy. So, now, how long has my live stream went? Accurate 1 hour. I just saw this fucking sit in accurate 1 hour, and the KB per second is 10,000, and the hour is 1 hour, and the CPU is 0.9. Oh, okay, 1.2%, and the FPS is constant 60. Let's see what's my stat. I am using 4 GB, approx 4 GB in Unity in RAM, and I'm using 1.3 GB in Visual Studio Code, and I'm using 700 MB in Brave. Wow. And I'm using 10 MB per second. Wow, in OBS. And I'm using 2.3% of my GPU. I mean CPU. And how much am I GPU using? Oh, oh, it's 50% approx. And my system is very cool. And almost when I'm playing games, it's freaking over, you say minimum 80. It is minimum 80 all the times. And now it's 50 because I'm not running that much. If I render something in Blender, then my GPU will be. Never mind. Uh, so yeah, let me do this. I have to tell you guys something. Like, let's make this one. I'm learning Unity right now, game dev, and I want to learn C language first. Then after that, I will learn C sharp, and then I'll learn C++. Then after I will learn Python. Then after I will learn Java. Maybe JavaScript. Never mind, let's forget that for now. This is the all languages I want to learn. And then yeah, why forgot DSA? I want to learn DSA. And if I get time, I will learn. Oh my god. I will learn this thing. Look. Unity for game development, C language, C sharp, C++, Python, Java because it I'm going to use C sharp in Unity game dev, and all the rest I still want to use because I want to learn, and I will just want to learn. Python is easy. I can learn it in 1 to 2 days, and it's easy. For the Java, I want to learn because so many games also require Java these days, and I still have to learn C language for the C sharp and C++, so I will learn C language first. Then I need C sharp for Unity game dev, and some also uses C++. So I have to learn C++, C sharp, and C language for game development, and I have to learn Java for game development too. And I'm just learning Python for fun, and I have to learn DSA for my course. And all these languages are included in my course, but I will not use all of this. Well, I will learn all of this, but it will also help me on my journey. So with this, I can complete that too. So DSA is only for college, and all the rest is for me. And Blender, if I get time and if I have some mood, I will learn Blender because you know what? I will have to learn Blender because I'm making games, so I have to make models, obviously. So I have to learn Blender too. Yeah, but if I get some time, then I will learn Blender. Till then, I guess I will use pre-made assets, I guess, because we will see what we will do. But for now, we will learn all of this, and from tomorrow, where is YouTube? Why I'm searching YouTube here? See, there's my channel. So I'm doing currently live, and this is our past live. So you can see the thumbnail is day one learning game development. Day one learning game development. Okay, but from next day, from tomorrow, it will not be day two learning game development, day three learning game development. It will just have day four learning, just that, and I will update whatever I'm learning in whatever call this. I forgot how the heck I can forget that what we call the title. I guess yeah, whatever is that. I will write it here. If I'm learning Python or any other language, I will just write it here that I'm learning that, and the thumbnail will be day four of learning. Just that. Just that simple. I will not do so many things. I'll just update it here because I need to learn so many things, and I can't give everything 1 hour per day. It will be over 3 to 4 hours, or maybe minimum 3 hours, and I don't have 3 hour free time per day. My college is off right now because my semester just over, so I have time for 3 days. I have already have 3 days or 4 days, but after that I will not have time. I will have my college till 5, and then I will come to hostel till 6, and then I will eat on 7, and I will be free at 8. So after 8, I will do a live stream. After 8 p.m., I will do live stream, and then I will learn for 1 to 2 hours or this kind of things. And after I learn 1 to 2 hours, I will study on my college sheet, or maybe if I want to study college sheet, then I will learn. But this is permanent. I will do this every day, every picking day. hmm So yeah, and that's it. And let's have another. What the fuck? Oh, I thought Valorant just created new agent, and it's just a fan art. 5 years in Unity, free assets. Never mind. Where is break guy? Where is my guy? You are not a break guy. You are my guy.
If you want to make a video game,
Okay, make with the game in Unity.
in
Game
this video
over.
we're going to turn our
Okay,
game
I need this one. And
into an actual
yes.
game by making a way to lose. That's right, we'll create a game over state. Pretty essential to any game, this one included, so let's dive right into it. So let's begin by dragging our score script under the scripts folder just to clean up.
Hey, I already did that. I already did that when I made the script file. Uh, okay.
From the last video.
Let me arrange it.
And currently the way we keep track of whether or not we've collided with something is using a script that sits on the player called player collision. And while it makes sense to detect player collision on the player object itself, the player object is not a good place to end our game. That should be done using some kind of game manager. So let's go ahead and create one. Let's right click in our hierarchy to create an empty object. Let's reset the transform and let's name it game manager. Let's also drag it to the top just to make it clear to see. Let's then add a new component and let's call that game manager as well. Let's hit create and add, and this component will be responsible for changing states in our game. It can do stuff like start and stop a game, restart a game, and display UI on the screen if you want a score counter, a game over screen, or transition to other menus like a main menu or a level selector. In our case, we're going to make some code that will restart our game when we hit something, or when we fall off the edge. So let's double click the game manager, The first thing we need to do is delete our two standard functions. Let's also delete the two using tags up here. Let's then write a new custom function, void, and let's call it something like endgame or game over. I'm just gonna write endgame here, two parentheses, and then the curly brackets. And in here we'll do some different stuff. But for now, let's just display a message to the console to let us know whether or not we're calling the function at the right time. Let's write debug.log and then insert something like game over. We can then save this and head back into Unity. So now our game manager has a function called endgame that will display a message in the console. But we need a way to access our game manager and call this function. To do that, we go to our player, find our player collision script and double click on it. Normally when we need to access something within another script, we use a reference. You can see up here we're using a public player movement called movement in order to be able to disable our player movement when we collide with something. And we could go ahead and do the same thing with our game manager here. We could write public game manager and then call it something like game manager. Then save that, and in the inspector now drag in our game manager. And this will work fine in our instance, but if we wanted our player to die at some point, meaning that we would have to remove him from the scene and then maybe spawn him back in, because the game manager doesn't sit on the same object, we would lose this reference. It's actually really easy to show you this. Let's go under assets, and let's drag our player in here to create a prefab out of him. Let's then delete the player from our scene and drag him back in. You can see that under game manager it now says none, because the prefab itself is not linked to the game manager, and there's not really a good way around this.
What? What the fuck?
Meaning that we would have to remove him from the scene and then maybe spawn him back in. Because the game manager doesn't sit on the same object, we would lose this reference. It's actually really easy to show you this. Let's go under assets and let's drag our player in here to create a prefab out of him. Let's then delete the player from our scene and drag him back in. You can see that under game manager it now says none, because the prefab itself is not linked to the game manager, and there's not really a good way around this. So instead we don't use a variable. Let's delete this here. What we do is we actually search for the game manager when we want it. And Unity has a nice way of searching for scripts. To do that, let's go to the place in our code where we want to end the game, which is right around here. And let's write find object of type. And the type that we want to find is the game manager. We also need to put a open and close parentheses. The syntax is actually very similar to get component, which allows us to find a component on the object. Here we also use the small than and greater than signs, and inside we write the component that we want. Up here, for example, we could actually replace movement, the reference to a player movement script, with get component, and then make sure to write player movement like this and open and close some parentheses. This is actually going to do the exact same thing. And it's the same thing with our find object of type. We can actually now just use dot and access all of this stuff under our game manager. We can then write end game, and you will notice that it doesn't show up. The reason for this is not that we don't have a valid reference to the game manager, but that our game manager actually hides this function. That's because it's currently marked as private. We need to instead go in here and write public void, save that, and we should now be able to access it in here. So let's write dot endgame, and you can see that it now shows up. Of course, whenever you use find object of type, you need to make sure that you do at least have one object of the type you're searching for, or this is going to return an error. So just make sure you have game manager in your scene. So let's save this, head into Unity, and we should see the variable disappear, but that's alright because we're searching for it without a variable. If we try and play the game now, we're actually going to get some errors. You can see here that it says unassigned reference exception, the variable player of score has not been assigned, and the variable of follow player has not been assigned. That's because both on our main camera, we reference the player and we need to drag him in there, and under our text object that displays our score, we also have a reference to the player, so we need to drag him in there as well. That's two other places where we could use find object of type if we wanted to have the ability to swap our player in and out of the scene. I just wanted to show you how it's done. Do note that it is of course not as performant as creating a direct reference as we do with a variable. So let's clear those errors, and when we now hit play, we should see that when we collide with something, it says game over in the console. But we don't only want to display this message when we collide with something, we also want to display it when we fall off the edge. In order to do that, let's go into our...
Okay, now let's do it. What the heck, ate it?
We can write, but let's double click to make some topic, and let's name it one and our game. Player collision on the player object itself. The player object is not a good place to end our game. That should be done using some kind of game manager. So let's go ahead and create one. Let's right click in our hierarchy to create an empty object. Let's reset the transform and let's name it game manager. Let's also drag it to the top just to make it clear to see. Let's then add a new component and let's call that game manager as well. Let's say create an ad, and this component will be responsible for changing states in our game. It can do stuff like start and stop a game, restart a game, and display UI on the screen if you want a score counter, a game over screen, or transition to other menus like a main menu or a level selector. In our case, we're going to make some code that will restart our game when we hit something, or when we fall off the edge. So let's double click the game manager.
Okay, let's make a game manager. Hmm. Why the fuck?
The first thing we need to do is then write a new custom function void, and let's call it something like end game or game over. Here we'll do some different stuff.
Function. We made it. Let's make it public so we don't have to do that time.
But for time, this and head back into
Debug dot log plus no.
to Unity. So now our game manager has a function called endGame that will display a message in the console. But we need a way to access our game manager and call this function. To do that, we go to our player, find our player collision script, and double click on it. Normally
This is a player collision script. Good. I don't have to go there.
when we need to access something within another script, we use a reference. You can see up here we're using a public, and we could call it something like game manager, then start scene and this ref to create a under game or script, right? Find object open and a component with the end and start. We should use on have the p to get or hammer score. We that's so you can go ahead and spawn. He has a certain number. Let's open the player movement script. In here we keep track of the player's position and the forces that we want to add to him in order to make him move. Inside of our fixed update we can go ahead and add another line, and what I want to do is I want to check if our position on the y-axis gets below a certain number. That means that if our player falls down and reaches say -1, he has fallen off the edge and we want to restart the game. So to do that through code we write if, then we use rb.position and we access the y-value through region of the type you're searching for of right dot to make going to return an and we so just
Okay. Oh. Oh. Find object of type, not by type. Object of the manager. Close it. Move it. I can't move it. Move it. And the game. Oh, to go wrong. Okay, so why the heck I'm getting error? Object find object of type T is obsolete. Object find object has been descripted. Use this byte type instead of the finding. Okay, find object byte type. Okay, now this is also bad. Oh, okay, I got an error and I have to fix it by myself because Unity updated this shit and okay, never. Okay, okay, fucking head, bro. Ah, what should I do? Find, find object by type game. Get a member, no, bro. Game manager, and then close it, and then keep and do it, and then make it, and then end game, and then boom, and then boom. Hey, no error. I had the same thing from the last time, but it was freaking showing an error. This thing is straight as hell, but never
Make
mind.
sure you have Game Manager in your scene. So let's save this, head into Unity, and we should see the variable disappear.
I don't want that this variable fucking Sigma male, Sigma male. And if I go this, oh, you fucking noob. I'm not fucking noob. This game is fucking hard, bro. You fucking noob. You fucking noob. You fucking noob. Oh my god. Okay. Here's the thing. You fucking okay. And then when I touch that, I touched that. Okay, I didn't touch anything. I didn't lose. uh, hey. Where's my sit? Oh, this camera, bro. I want that. This is. I don't want that. Yes.
But that's alright because we're searching for it without a variable. If we try and play the game now, we're actually going to get some errors. You can see here that it says unassigned reference sign under as well. That's two other places where we could use find object of type if we wanted that it is, of course. And when we now hit play, we should see that when we collide with something, it says game over in the console. But we don't only want to display this message when we collide with something, we also want to display it when we fall off the edge. In order to do that, let's go into our player again, and now let's open the player movement script. In here we keep track of the player's position and the forces that we want to add to him in order to make him move. Inside of our fixed update, we can go ahead and add another line, and what I want to do is I want to check if our position on the y-axis gets below a certain number. That means that if our player falls down and reaches say -1, he has fallen off the edge and we want to restart the game. So to do that through code, we write if, then we use rb.position and we access the y value. We then check if that is less than, and I'm just going to hard code in a small negative number. I'm going to put -1. Let's again open and close some curly brackets. And if we reach this position, we can do the same thing as we did in our player collision. We can say find object of type. The type we're looking for is the game manager, and we can then write dot end game. So once you get easy to the syntax, it's actually really easy to do. We can then save the script, head back into Unity, and we should now see that when we fall off the edge here, we see a bunch of game over statements in the console. The reason
Okay. So now let me tell you guys how to do this shit. Because you guys don't know, you're dumb. Player movement script, and then when we go here, why the fuck my cursor's Sometimes I can see my cursor, sometimes I can't see my cursor. I don't know why. If if RV represents for this thing, rigid body, position Y is less than, right? No, okay. I'm saying less than and I'm getting the mark of greater than. Okay, if less than -1. I don't know why it uses F, and that my God told me that. Why am I saying what the break guy said that if we use F, that's better. And why I'm using semicolon in if statement. Then I've got to like do this, and then I would find that's the statement on find of any object. Do this and a game manager and this, and yeah, I know this dot end game, and then this, and then this, and then this. Yes, I got it. And then it will run. Now you will see what? You will see what? You will see what? You will see this. Look here. You will go like this and this and this, and then I fall. And then it didn't work. Why did it work?
It's actually really easy to do. We can then save the script, head back into Unity, and we should now see that when we fall off the edge here, we see a bunch of game over.
I didn't see. I didn't see. I didn't see. I didn't see where I did bad, where I did wrong. It's correct. Why I can't see? Oh my God, I'm done for. Mama. Oh, I got it. I got it. I don't know what happened. That time it didn't work, and this time it worked. Why? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. Oh my God, I don't know. Sometime it worked, sometime it didn't. Yes, bro. My Sam ended. Mine too. At 28 December. Okay, so we are scoring too much. Now we want to out ourselves. How can we do that? We can do this. When we go here, no, here.
So once you get easy to the syntax, it's that why is that, but we actually only want to do this once. We don't want the game to end multiple times. So what we do is go inside of the game manager, and that's a little nifty trick we can use here. All we want to do is create a boolean up here. Remember, booleans are used to store a value that can either be true or false. And we'll call this one game has ended. We'll default it to false. Then in our endgame method, we'll set game has ended to true. And now we can make an if statement that checks whether or not our game has already ended. So we'll say if game has ended is equal to false, well then we want to do these things. Then we want to actually end the game. So the first time our endgame method is called, game has ended is going to be false, and so this is going to be true. Then we're going to set game has ended equal to true. We're going to show game over in the console, and we can do other stuff like restarting the game. And then the next time it's called, game has ended is now going to be true. And so the if statement here is going to return false, and this is not going to be called. So our game will only end once. If we save this now, we should see it in Unity as well. If we hit play and jump off the edge here, we can see that only one message is displayed in the console. And it doesn't matter whether or not we are colliding with something or falling off the edge, it will always only display one. So the final thing we need to do is actually restart the game. And we do that again inside of our game manager. First off, I want to create a separate...
I got it. I got it. Look, I will teach you guys. I will teach you guys. Go to game manager. What? What? This was cool. This was cool or that was glitch? That was fucking glitch. I thought it was very cool. I just like where is my cursor? Where the fucking cursor went? I do this. I do motherfucker. I go. Oh motherfucker cursor. I like. Never mind. I'll go here. I'll make another one. I'll make bool. I remember what bool is. Bool only gives, you know, game has ended is equal to false. So, wait, let me teach you. Let me teach you. Let me teach you. Let me teach you. First, remove this fucking shit. If if game if game has ended is equal to false, then then debug this thing. You fucking know. Before that, do this and here. Okay, and game has ended is equal to true. True, 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 true. And now the fuck this is. Why? Huh? Oh, sorry. Okay, now listen. You want to recall only one time that this line. Okay, you want to hear your no only one time. Okay, so what you will do, you will call in a statement because public void. No, this line, whatever this line is, it always recall. Okay, so if a game is running, it will recall it all the time, like multiple times. So what will happen? Bool is a data type where it will give two values, one true, either false, either true, either false. So we made one condition where game has ended is equal to false. So game will start and the game has ended condition will be false because game started and it didn't end, so it is false. But whenever it is false, it will run this, and if it run this, then it will check this condition. If the game has ended is equal to false, so if the game is ended is equal to false, then it will run this. And when the game ended is true, so you remember, right? When the game ended true, when you touch something, the game ended becomes true. And when it's true, it will pop up a message this only one time because this will change to true. So if this change to true after this will run, then it's not gonna run again because the code will be here. I hope you understand. And if you don't understand, you're fucking loser.
Separate function for this. Let's call this one void restart. We then need to make sure to call this method. We do that by writing restart up here. So now when our game ends and after we show a message in the console, we're going to call the restart method, which means that in our code we'll jump from here to down here and everything inside these two curly brackets will be executed. And restarting a scene in Unity is actually fairly simple. First off, we need to go up here and include Unity Engine.scene management. We need to use this whenever we need to change to a different scene or reload the scene that we're already on. We then go into our restart method and we write scene manager, then press dot, and you can see all of the stuff that our scene manager can do. It can merge scenes, load scenes, get information about active scenes, and some other more advanced functions. We want to load a scene, and the scene that we want to load is currently called level 1. We can see in Unity that that's the name of our scene. But if you have multiple levels in our game, it's not always going to be level 1. The scene that we want to load is the scene that is currently active. So we can actually get the active scene by going scene manager dot get active scene. Again, open and close some parentheses. Make sure you have all of the parentheses in here. And we then use dot name. So this piece of code returns the name of our current scene, and this piece of code loads the scene with a given name. Everything is done using the scene manager. So we now close this with a semicolon, and when we say
Okay, now what we gotta do? We gotta first add a function here, which called restart. We made a function. Okay, why it's freaking swing? Okay, so I'm dumbass. No, I'm not dumbass. It's actually freaking showing error. Ahem. Or maybe I'm a dumbass. And maybe I'm not. But it's freaking fine. Why you want to do that? I just want to Devlopment game over. I'm making a function, bro. Why you want to? Okay, the name list does not exist in current. So that was the problem. It was recognizing with something else, and then it didn't recognize it as a function. So when I recall it here, it thought that it was a function. Oh my god, what the heck is this shit? Scene, scene manager, load scene, scene manager, get active scene, dot, no, not here, here, name, then this. Okay, here we done. I will try to explain you again. If you already know how all this working, then you should skip. And if you don't want, and if you didn't understand what happened, then I'll explain. Okay, one more time. If you're idiot, listen one more time. So first of all, forget this thing because we add it later. So here was it. We wanted to show this message only once. So what we did, we made a condition bool. You understand int, float, and character void. This kind of stuff is called data types. Okay, and bool is data type too, but bool is data type where where it only returns two value, true or false. If either it's true, either it false. So what we did, we got the fucking, where's my cursor? int, not int, data type of bool, and then we gave it a name. Game has ended. You can give and whatever you name you want. Okay, so we gave it a name, and then we made it false. So bool, the name, then is false. So game has ended has false. So what is that? Game has ended false because game is not ended when it is started. So first this will end, this first line of code will run, and then what happens? Then the thing. Wait, how can I explain this? It just didn't end in the start. It's fucking common sense. So after that, it's false. That's why it's false. Then we run this code, and when we run this code, after that this code will run, and if game has ended is equal to false, see, is double equal to, that means is equal to. I hope you understand the meaning of this. If you didn't know what's the double equal to, go and search in the Google or YouTube what's the difference between these and these two. So game ended is equal to false, then this condition is met because it's false here, then it will run this code. If you're not out, this will not run. And whenever you touch something on fall of the edge, this condition will be true because your game has ended, right? And then this will run, and this will run only one time because this condition met false, not true. This condition met true. So it only runs one time. Bool only runs one time. It's either false or true. It didn't run multiple times. That's why it's will run one time. And after that, we want to restart. So what we did, we made a function called restart. It's just a name. You can write whatever you want here. So we name it restart and then made a function. Then what we did, again after next line, we recall the function here, and then what we did, we made line scene manager. So we need a scene manager for this here. So we added a library here of a scene manager in Unity engine. So where the heck is my cursor? So scene manager, on scene manager load scene. So it will, if we lose, it will restart void, and then it will load the scene. And whatever what scene it will gonna load, the scene manager get active scene. So the scene you are playing right now, whatever the scene was active, that scene will load again. Okay, and then it will go on loop, and it will, if you lose you will get the scene back, then it will again and again and again. um,
Save this and head into Unity, we should actually see it working. However, there are going to be a slight problem with this. Let's hit play. We can see that when we collide with the block, it instantly restarts, but it looks a little weird. And also, it restarts very quickly. We want a slight delay.
okay, let's see. Oh fuck. Oh, this is fun. Oh, never mind. No, I don't want to do that. This is fucking fun. No. Oh my god. I want to jump. Oh. Now I know. Now I know how it. Yes. I can jump that. I can jump that. No. No. Just went too far. Went too far. Yes. Oh fuck. Went too far. Okay. Why the heck I touched that? Let's try. We can't even get. Ah! What the fuck? Who call themselves pro? Play my game. My god, this thing is fucking hard. I almost did that. I almost did that. Fuck, the controls is very hard. Never mind, I don't want to play. You fucking noob, you fucking noob, you fucking noob, you fucking noob.
So we can actually see the collision. The first problem is with the lighting, and it's something that Unity has been doing recently, which is a little bit weird. If we go to window, that's down here, and do the necessary,
Nah. I'm not getting the light problem, so you fix it.
it's probably a good idea to go back and
Hello, brother.
hit back. Okay, now need to code, we use something called invoke. So that's is the name of our function, and
Okay,
disable it,
what is
and you can
doing?
now see that when we hit play and the level restarts, our lighting looks perfect. However, we still need to code in a slight delay. To do that, we go back into our script, and instead of directly calling the function, we use something called invoke. So let's write invoke, and invoke takes two parameters. The first one, in quotation marks, is the name of our function, which is restart. The second one is the delay, the amount of time before calling the function. And we could definitely just hardcode this in. We could write 2 here and it would wait 2 seconds. But I think it's better to go up here and make it into a variable. This way we can easily tweak it in the inspector. The variable is going to be a public float. That means that we're storing some kind of decimal place number. We'll call it restart delay and set it equal to 1 by default. We can then take our restart delay and put it in place of the number 2 here. So now whatever our restart delay is equal to is the amount of time that we will wait before invoke is going to call the restart method and our scene is going to load. Let's save this, head back into Unity. Invoke is going to call the restart method.
Public float restart delay 1F. Public float. No, not inside it. Float restart delay. I had the wrong spelling, I knew it. Is equal to 1F. Close it. Then walk. 1 year. Start restart. And then restart delay. And then here, and then here, and then here. And then okay.
Method and our scene is going to load. Let's save this, head back into Unity, and hopefully everything is going to be working now. We just need to hit play, and when we collide with something, you can see that we get a second to see the collision, which looks a bit nicer. And it's
Okay. Oh, that is good. No. Oh. Never mind. I fall too hard. I fall too hard. Now I am too hard. I'm not watching anything, but I'm still. Fucking idiot. You fucking. Ah. See here. See here. It looks funny sometimes. Strike. Ah, fuck. It's going like this. Zoom, zoom. It's so narrow. Ah. No man, enough playing on my own game. It's fun. It's fun
It's
to
the same
play.
thing when we fall off the edge. The final thing that you might need to do if Unity complains a little bit when reloading the scene is add it to the build settings. To do that, you go to File, Build Settings, and in here we have a list of all of the scenes that we want to include when we export our game. Currently, there's nothing in here. And that's not a problem because we only have a single scene and Unity is smart enough to know that that's the scene we want to use. But if you have multiple scenes, it's very important that you add all of them in here. We can just click add open scenes, or you can always just drag them from the project panel. You can see that our scene has a name, a checkbox to say whether or not it's included, and a build index. If you have multiple levels, you normally don't load them by name, but by build index, so that Unity will transition to the next scene in the queue. It's pretty cool. We can just close that now. Let's also take our game manager and drag it under the scripts folder, and that should be it. Nothing should change.
Okay. I already had game manager under that. I'm always 2 steps ahead. This. What was that? I forgot. Where did they click it?
Nicer. And it's the scene is added to the build settings. To do that, you go to File, Build Settings,
Build setting, build scene list, and open scene. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, okay. Never mind. I never knew was the name of my scene. Is this a scene? Can I change its name? Level 1. Okay. So I had a folder and it's inside the scene. Okay, good. Settings. This thing is fucking. I hate this thing. Text message from the motherfucker. Now I can play it.
and in here we have the and should hopefully fix some errors if you have any. That should be it. Nothing should change in our case, but it should hopefully fix some errors if you have any. That was pretty much it for this video. In the network, Faisal Marify, James Calhoun, and Jason Latito. If you want to become a patron yourself,
Yeah, what the fuck?
if you want to make a video game but don't know where to start, this video should help.
Okay. So. Um, how much time is? Go down, brother. It's almost 2 hours. Let's see. Oh, I wanna play my game. What's the time? I will go on. It's about the timing. Oh, never mind. I'm done for. Uh, never mind. Bro, if I go like this and then turn like this, I can't turn that hard right. Wait, you know what? It's fucking impossible. It's not just I wanted to make my game hard, but it's fucking impossible. Where is it? Okay, yes, bro. It will just start slow. It will still go like that. No, no, no. It helps very much. And I'm just noob, I guess. It's going too far. This it. Oh, I can do it. 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 Oh, it just jumped that way. Okay, 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 okay. I got it. I got it. It's just bombed on it. I did it. Remember, I did it. Oh no. Fuck. Oh, oh, oh. Lost. I win and I lost at the same time. Movement is very far better now. You can control. Oh fuck, it's fucking in the middle. Okay, I did it. It's boom. It's like what the fuck? No. Here, 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 and boom. I'm scoring. I'm just like scoring a football. Okay, done, I guess. We had a lot of fun making this. So we close it. And then we close my guy. And you fucking noob. Now to display this, you fucking noob in the screen. I will try to display it. I'll first see if Brekai will do it or not. If he didn't do it, then I will do it by myself. Oh my god. I hope you guys also understand everything. No one's here, but still I hope you guys understand. See ya.